Hey, Long Hollow, I just want to take a moment before we get into the year 2026 to just celebrate all that God has done this past year. As you could probably tell, these are exciting times. And so I wanted to personally thank you for your giving, for your serving, and really just showing up week in and week out at Long Hollow. Over 1,800 new families visited Long Hollow this year alone, which is pretty amazing to think about. I want to thank you for inviting, because it takes you to go and to care and invite and reach your neighbors to come to Long Hollow and be a part of what God's doing. You have made people feel seen, appreciated, and loved. You've responded to the needs of our community. End Hunger in Sumner has taken off. We have already checked off 10 schools already to the tune of about 120 students. We are ending hunger for them. Now, we have a long way to go, obviously, but isn't it cool to just celebrate God working in our hearts to provide, you ready for this, 10,400 meals this year alone. We collected in our Food for Families, which was a need in our community at a crucial time in our country. We collected over 3,000 bags and were able to serve families, serve ministries all throughout Sumner County. Our prison ministry, you hear me talking about this a lot, but we prayerfully are expanding our prison ministry this coming year. We're going to open a new campus in a local jail, and that will bring the number of in-person gatherings to 6 every single week in 3 different prisons. We've seen 305 people baptized in 6 months. Can you celebrate the Lord and what God is doing? And we found out, sidebar, that one of the pods last time we baptized, they weren't able to come to the baptism, so there'll be more added to that number. We have seen 4,111 people incarcerated, men and women behind bars, accept Christ through the Pando app. That's a tablet. They can view the sermon week in and week out, the podcast, and they have the opportunity to accept Christ, and we're following up with them to be a disciple who makes disciples. All that to say, none of this would be possible without your support. And we believe every person at Long Hollow has a purpose. We've talked about what God has done out there, but let us celebrate what God is doing at Gallatin. For those at our Gallatin campus, you have rejoiced and you have told me many times, thank God for having a campus to reach the community where we live, work, and play. And so thank you for those who've gone there, those who have since come to our Long Hollow Gallatin campus. Praise God for your faithfulness to participate. We have witnessed at Long Hollow, both Hendersonville and Gallatin, since this year began, 717 baptisms across all of our campuses. Again, none of this would happen without people. Remember, Long Hollow isn't just a place to go. It's a people, it's a group to belong to. It's a community of faith that is living and breathing, and you are a part of that church body wherever you go. I want to tell you a couple things coming in the future. We're excited about where we're going next year as we read the Bible together, but let me tell you where we've been this year. 6,922 individuals have self-identified as reading the Bible, the New Testament plan, every week along with us. We have taken that and tried to determine how many of those are families, because it's one thing to read alone, but what about reading with your family, with your sons and your daughters? 1,038 families have said we are engaging with the Get in the Word series by reading the New Testament together as a family. In addition to that, we launched our School of Ministry officially in January, and we have seen 269 students enrolled to be equipped and empowered to live on mission where they live, work, and play. We can't wait to see what God is going to do next year. We're going to have a series we're launching in January called Hearing from Heaven. It's a 30-day series where we will challenge one another to fast and pray for God to send revival again. We believe we've been in revival. And I always tell people, revival is not a past tense word, it's a present tense reality. And we believe God is still reviving our church. So we're going to start the year with prayer and fasting. And then in February, we're going to read through the entire Old Testament together, very similarly as we read through the New Testament this year. We have a lot of other things planned coming up in 26, but I want to end by saying once again, thank you. from my family, our church family, to yours, thank you for giving above and beyond, not just with your treasure or your finances, but with your talent and your time and your service. We believe the best days are ahead at Long Hollow. We're believing God for even greater things in the days ahead. And my prayer is that the latter days of the ministry at Long Hollow will dwarf the former in size and scope and significance in maturity and purpose. So thank you again for being a part of Long Hollow.